Yeah, man, it is 2 a.m. in the morning on the 28th of July, 2023. And I was really laying in the bed. So I'm going to just tell you what's going on with gang stalking and basically broadcast torture, attacking my genitals, begging for attention, needing more attention than they're getting. These grown men who decided to get on mind control and do a gang stalking episode. And so I'm laying there in the bed, right, just right over here, just laying here in the bed, having my genitals assaulted with broadcast because I'm watching videos on YouTube and stuff like that instead of like giving these grown men attention. So and that's typically what the type of thing that you'll deal with. Sorry that the air conditioner is like making noise, but I want to get back into bed, and I want to be able to sleep and chill and relax or watch videos or whatever I want to do. I want to live my life peacefully without this group of gang stalkers from Atlanta area, this terrorist organization where they want to do EMF broadcast live streams. And if you won't give them your full attention while they gang stalk you, if you won't allow them to gang stalk you appropriately the way that they would like to gang stalk you, where they say stupid things, they say retarded things, and somehow you're supposed to interact with them, and it is a requirement that if you do not interact with them and make their live stream of remote neural monitoring successful, then they will start physically attacking you in ways that will influence you to go ahead and give them the attention that they need. So that's what we're doing now. We're giving this group of gang stalkers from the Atlanta area, we're giving them the attention that they require. Maybe they wanted it probably to be private, but we're going to do it public on YouTube. We're going to give them the attention they need on YouTube. So these guys are part of the Matheny group, and they claim Robert Lackey is their leader. You got the Lackeys, you got Tony Bruce and his guys, you got Black James, and Antoine and the Carter Court guys, and all these subgroups of this terrorist organization who all are in kind of a larger gang stalking chapter, or whatever you want to call them. Just a large group of people that have neural monitoring, and but this little subgroup of guys that I deal with, it's real pathetic, man. Over 10 years. We're on the 11th year now. This guy Marcus, I've talked about ever since I've came out with YouTube videos in probably 2015. The other guy, there's 3 other guys that are like full time. So there's 4 full time, 100% of the time guys. And I've talked about them so much I don't even care to describe them. They're so pathetic. I can only imagine the film of must and stank on their skin as they sit around on mind control and haven't seen the outdoors hardly at all, or a shower for for weeks and months. And who knows, they probably just take a shower when they're just so nasty they can hardly stand to smell themselves anymore. And that's what really is what mind control does to them. When they start putting that thing on their head and connecting to people and living as broadcasts, what it does to them. And literally to the point that here we are in the 11th year. Okay, and I think that's probably about 8 of those I've been on YouTube talking about it. Same group of guys from the same organization that ain't very well organized. They call themselves Viva La Crucial. How pathetic. How pathetic. What are you going to do with your life? If you're them, like, what are you going to do with your life? You've invested over a decade in gang stalking. You don't have a job. And it's very likely that they live, 10 people in some shithole somewhere on all kinds of government benefits, and they pretend like they're so great and you're so targetable, like they could just make fun of you all day, and that's and if you don't like it, or if they're not having enough enjoyment out of it, they'll just decide to physically attack you with broadcasts. Like, what is this whole gang stalking thing? I could see the entertainment, and I could see the reasons why people might want to do it, like to some extent. Like in the beginning, I'm trying to escape them, and I think it's Illuminati, and like I'm trying to figure out how they have all these capabilities and they're able to do all of this stuff, and it's so amazing. The guy Marcus, I remember one of the first things he did, like when I really started to understand it, and everybody just kind of came on broadcast telepathy and doing their little tricks, and it was amazing to me, and he said he made this like thunder crackle thing, like a artificial telepathy broadcast sound, okay, that across my backyard, it was like, oh, and he's like, hey, summon thunder, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I was like, oh my gosh, like I want this technology, like, and then, here we are all these years later, and there they sit with the same mind control headsets on, trying to scrape any last thing they can get out of gang stalking me. To another episode, one more episode, we need another, some more attention. We need some more attention. And they scream and do these stupid voice settings, and just basically they don't have any content. They haven't had any content for maybe 6-7 years. They haven't had very much. They started out like all of them, a bunch of them. It would be like 20 people on my channel, and they would all be like doing cool stuff, almost displaying to me what they're capable of. And then it started to become more like this thing where it's like they would try to do things to bother me or do things to trick me, and they know what I was thinking, so they had all these advantages, and they would like pretend to be like girls, or they would pretend that this situation was going on, or something like that, something crazy, or this guy's gonna kill you or something. It was always something, and then they just kept doing it, and they just kept on and on with the same little storylines, and it got so played out. Then they just started making stupid screams and saying outbursting little comments at me, and then it just pretty much evolved into 100% broadcast torture. Well, when they didn't have anything left, they had nothing left, and here we are, still all of these years later. They still are just scratching away at any crumbs, any little mind control crack baby crumbs they can get out of another live stream or another show, some more comments. It's just, it's outrageous, and it's ridiculous. And I'll talk about it as long as these idiots exist and do it. And I will never stop aiming for success and knowledge, and to hold them accountable, and to get what they owe me, basically, after stealing my life and my time and my content, my intellectual content, and having all these effects, negative impacts, and costing me so much. And they owe me so much. And I'm just laying here, okay, trying to get some rest, so I can, I don't have school right now. I'm in between semesters, okay, what I just got, basically a high B, like an 89 and a 92. So that's my second grade since I've been in college, like maybe probably 14 classes so far since I started. And that's the second time I didn't get an A. So I'm a little disappointed. I got a 1C, 1B, and like a dozen A's. So I'm doing well with it, and it's it's a programming, computer science degree programming, and this is the knowledge that I seek. And I'm interested in web development, mobile app development, cybersecurity, database, more than database management. I'm interested also in, network protocols and fundamentals or whatever, all of those things. And I got a lot of programming classes coming up, starting to get into the serious classes now. And I got a lot of ambitions. I work every day, and I'm having a lot of success in everything that I do, and I will continue to do that. And it'll get worse and worse for them and better for me. And I'll continue to document everything they're doing and talking about it on YouTube, and I'm not going anywhere. I've invested in this. It's like they've invested in this gang stalking and they won't go anywhere. I've invested in this now. I'm invested in it. I've been doing these videos, over 10,000 videos throughout my channels, and I'm very much invested in it, and I think it's going to be a big deal in the future. And I'll probably get, a little less frequent but more professional about my videos. But the programming stuff, the computer science stuff, I'll probably start with another degree at some point and to be doing like dual degrees, because a lot of the classes are the same. So I'll probably take like cybersecurity or something else. The programming covers a lot of it, so a lot of the classes are the same. So you get multiple degrees for without having to take all the classes again. And it's the type of knowledge that we have to have. You hear me talking about it all the time because it's important. Everything they do is online. They're always on our devices. They're always in our accounts. We need to understand what we're looking at on the coding side. When you go into the source code or into the scripts and you're looking at all of this jumbled up stuff, you need to understand what that stuff means. And that's the only way that we're going to be able to hold them accountable and to be compensated and get what belongs to us, and basically to get our neural monitoring. But yeah, I really just wanted to lay here in peace. I kind of strained my back a little bit today at work, and I wanted to lay here in peace. And I got more stuff to do tomorrow, and then more traveling to do, all kinds of stuff that I got, and I got like maybe 2 weeks until the fall semester starts, and I got more classes, and I got to keep up with all of this stuff, and I'm trying to watch the financial markets, and I'm trying to keep up with a whole bunch of stuff, plus I got people that I care about, people that I feel responsible for, people that I can't let down. A lot of stuff is going on, and I got 1,000 people in all my inboxes, and I really try to reply to all the comments, and I try to reply to the messages as much as I can, and I'm going to try to get better with that too. But I just wanted to lay here in peace and watch a couple little YouTube videos or some shorts or something and fall asleep. That's what I wanted. And then I literally was like, like they started attacking my genitals with broadcast. And immediately I'm like, I'm not putting up with it. I'm going to get up and make a video about you attacking my genitals with broadcast, and we're going to talk about it for a little while. And now you can rest easy, gang stalkers. You got the attention that you wanted. All right? Thank you for watching, everybody.